Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, back again. I've had a bit of a disaster overnight. I've looked out the bedroom window this morning, as I always do, just to see how the fish are doing, and confronted with 4 inches loss of water, gutted. And the reason I got it is because I've caused a leak. I've taken plants and that from the back of the filter system, which I'm gonna replace, put a load of different stuff in, and as I've took it out, I've moved something to cause the leak. Initially I thought it was this joint here. Thought it wasn't dripping fast enough to take as much water as what it is, so what I did, I repaired that and I put this shoelace in. So just the bottom of the lace was touching the water. Came out probably an hour later and it was further down than that, and found out it was this connection over here. And it was, let's say it was dripping fast. So I had a go at that, thought I'd done it. Did my shoelace thing again, just let the tip of the shoelace into the water just to check, because I can't see very well down behind the filter, and it had settled down a bit. Had another go, make sure, and I think I've sorted it. It's not moved off that shoelace in the last sort of 2 hours, so I seem to think I've done it. But as I waited in the house, I was looking at new filters, and as I've just been on Vince's live, I asked while I was on there why a filter would run a 3,000 gallon pond. As soon as you put fish in it, it drops to about 2,300. And they explained, they did answer it, they did explain that it's to do with these fellas being dirty buggers. So if you are thinking of buying a filter and you've got a 3,000 gallon pond, check the information to make sure if you do put koi in that the filter's up to the job. And I know that my filters system's been like that for years and it's not really up to the job, but because I'm going to put some more fish in, I'm going to upgrade it. So I'm going to put 2 pressure filters. I've got another pressure filter. I'm going to put 2 pressure filters in and feed it through a backy shower. And the box filter there is going, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I put another pressure filter down this end of the pond. So I'm going to put it, I don't know whether I'm putting it there or I'm going to put it on back. But as you can see on the back, I've taken all my plants and ornaments away. That's because tomorrow, next doors are having a new fence put up. And I'm a bit concerned that because it's so close to my pond, which was here before that fence went up, I'm a bit worried that I might suffer a bit of damage. So I've moved everything just in case, and hopefully my pond don't leak after and everything's going well, and I can start developing the pond as I want to for this season. I am looking forward to it, but I did say in my last video I fell into the trap that I want more fish and I haven't got really the pond to take them, so I've got to upgrade my filter system. And I've listened to some different videos about how to grow fish, and I'm not really bothered about growing them too big, as I've said before, but I like to buy Japanese koi because I always have, and I think if you start with a good quality fish, you've got more chance of bringing it through to at least 10 years of life. And as you know, if you've watched my channel before, some of these are in the 30s, some are in the 20s, some are 12, some of them are teenagers. So it has worked, but I just feel I want some more fish, and I'm getting all excited about it. At my age, it's not a good idea to do that actually, but we'll see what we're going to do. And I'm going to now take you onto the front garden, because I've had a bit of a change of heart regards my front pond. I have said in past that this was the first pond I built. I've shown pictures on it, but I haven't done any more than that. And I did build it out of fiberglass, because that's something I can do as well. And it's only a little pond, but this is it. It's about 2.5 foot deep at deepest point, I think. I can't remember now. But when I did the front garden, this was lawn, and I made like a Mediterranean garden, if you like. And I decided that I wasn't having a pond anymore, so that's what it looks like from this side. There's my chair where I used to sit and watch my fish. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know how good it'll be, I'm going to take all these out and I'm going to reinstate it as a little fry pond, if I can get hold of some fry. And I'm going to see how we go, see if I can grow them on a little bit in here. It'll be nice to see it back in action, because it was built in the mid-80s. And that there, you see the brown underneath, this is what I was talking about in a previous video. That is flow coat, what you put on the fiberglass to stop it leaking. And you can get it in different pigments, and you can just paint it on the blocks, and the blocks look better than that grey which you normally see. So that will hopefully be reinstated in the next, say, 6 weeks. So I might bring granddaughter in on that and let her come and pick some fish with me, because they're breaking up for Easter. All this lot here is my other granddaughter. She's bought a house and she's moving in next week, and Grandad's got all the painting stuff. And that's another one of my paintings, what I did. I think that's a nice fish there. The showers, and the shashuis. I'm a clown. I'll never go at anything, to be honest. I shouldn't do, but I do. So hopefully we have done the leak, but I suppose really, as long as it don't leak a lot, it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to change it all anyway. And with that pressure filter, other pressure filter, and if I can get a backy shower made, then I'm going to be quite happy with that. And we'll see how we go when we get us other fish. Also, for them who watched this for a bit of gardening, I shown you these raised beds last week, and I put some onion sets in, and as you can see here, you can just see them. They're starting to come through, and that's just about a week. Now, I do cover them with the glass, so but I will show you on this one. These are the onion sets. Come in the bags. There's a lot in them, so. But what I tend to do, most people put a channel in, make a straight line in the soil. All this bed's been sorted out, so it's ready to take this. It's got a bit of compost in. There's a bit of grow more in, and all I do, I just make a bit of a hole, put it about 1 inch down, and cover it over. Simple as that. But you do have to protect it, because pigeons will come and pull them out. That's why I have the glass and the mesh on. Give you an idea on. That's all you have to do really. Water them in. These here, these are the potatoes that were in the greenhouse. It started coming through again, and I decided that they were probably growing a bit too fast because they're in the greenhouse, so I buried them again, and I bought them to try and slow them down so they get more tubers instead of just growing foliage, because it's too warm in there for them at the moment. So I bought them out just to try and slow them down, slow the foliage down, because they do tend to go mad. The garlic's doing quite well, and I got some plants out of some of the tubs around the pond, some succulents, to bring them on. So I've got a few extra plants. And the other onions I'd already started off in the greenhouse. I bought them out and put in that tub there. They'll be happy growing away there, but they should be ready probably 2 or 3 weeks earlier than the ones what I've just put in the raised bed. Pop into the greenhouse, not a lot to look at in here, only another disaster. Unfortunately, I got slugs on my cucumbers, and they might have nibbled at the stems, so I might have lost some, but I've repotted them today and found the slugs. I bought these down. These potatoes, they were in the bedroom window. You can see how they've chittered, how green it is and how well it looks. These, just because they're in the greenhouse, are not doing so well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them back and put them in the window to try and bring them on a little bit, because it not be long before I'm going to have to put some more in, so I can keep my rotation going for harvesting my potatoes. So it's probably 2 weeks before I put my last lot in. If you keep doing it like that, you tend to get a nice run of potatoes. You can actually do it up till about Christmas. It's because of climate change and all that, we're going a bit further. I'll put these other things in. Not a lot to show you, which it wasn't on last video, but the beetroot and etc. But really, this is the sort of time of year to end of March that I'd start putting seedlings in. Because climate change, I've put them in earlier. It does mean that we will get some earlier ones, but you have to be careful because of the frost. If these come through again and they say we're going to get a frost, you've got to put a bit of fleece or something over the potatoes, over the foliage, because it will knock them back, and it does make a difference to your crop. And as I said in my last video, this is the size of pot I'd grow my radishes in. Instead of doing them in that chocolate tub that I did just to show you how quickly they grow, that's the sort of pot I'd put them in. I'd probably put 20-25 radishes in there, obviously because my wife don't like them, so she don't want any. Back to me pond. I'm hoping tomorrow. I think it was called Bizzle Koi Channel. I have commented on his some of his work he's done. I did actually, where between his two ponds he didn't know what to do, and I said put a upright garden of herbs, so when you sat in the patio area you could smell the rosemary and the mint and all such as that. But I am hoping tomorrow. I've watched his video and he got some boxes from Alfred's, and he built himself a backy shower, and I think that's what I'm going to do there. I can build the ground up behind the wall, edge of the pond, and pull the backy shower over the front, so if it leaks, because I don't know whether I'll put a tray in or not, but if it leaks like that did, instead of the water leaking back down and behind the wall where I couldn't see it, I'll have it on the front edge, and if it comes out it drips into the pond. And when I actually move that one to the other side, I'm going to do the same again. So no matter what, the only place that'll be out to leak and I'll lose the water will be from the where it goes into the filter via the UV. So let's just check my lace, see if I'm losing any water. No, I'm not. That's exactly where I was. So I think I've cured that. And thank you for Vince today to give me a shout out when he asked the question. And I will get on to him. He wants to speak to me, so I will get an email address and then get in touch with him, and then we'll have a chat on the phone. But hopefully fish are all looking good, even though I traumatised them and myself earlier in the week. And probably next time you see me again or hear me again, because you don't see me, I'll probably have some more fish in a new filter system. And tomorrow I'm going to bang a bit of clover leaf in here and try again. I don't know why it's cleared this area so well, because it has really decimated it there, but somebody might be able to tell me. So if you'd like to give it a thumbs up and make a comment, I'd be happy to take the comment and see what I can do, take it on board and see what I can do with it. But hopefully you've got a bit of information from it, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.